action.
It's the wrong button. That's your life story, Stacy. It's hitting the wrong button. Let's do the update on the Monty Smith car, because nobody even knows we're working on it.
Okay.
So, last time you guys seen the car, it was all together, and you're probably thinking, holy shit, this is the opposite of what you're supposed to do. But when all of this was cut out, this frame was completely coated in Bondo, and it was smooth, and it was, I mean, show car type stuff, the guy that built this car. So everywhere where bars were put, they had to grind it out. And instead of trying to float all that back out, plus to get a little bit of weight off the car, I had Rob take it all the way down, take all of it out, and then we re-chassis blacked it, because nothing had been painted under the car and everything had kind of rusted. So it was easier to pull the motor, the transmission, everything out of it. So right now, we got the chassis all been painted. I sent the rear end ladder bars to my boys over at Select Coatings to get it powder coated.
Oh, and then really good under there.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Looks better than rusty tubing, huh?
Yeah.
So we are also going to ceramic coat it with lizard skin to seal everything off. And then we'll, believe it or not, we'll start putting it right back together. But this way, everything's been mocked up, everything's been put on the car. So everything's been made up for it. So now it's just a matter of pulling it apart, doing all the fine detail stuff, and putting it back together. Also, I got to build a plate for the firewall, because this poor firewall over the years has had so many holes punched in it. Come up here and you can point it up this way. It's had so many holes punched in it. We're just going to recover the entire firewall, put cool little grommets and stuff like that. Looks like a car explosion, don't it?
Yes, yes. This is,
you're real impressed with this shop.
This shop is overwhelmingly blown apart.
Well, you know, you and I this weekend can get this thing back together.
Yeah.
So, didn't get a chance to show you guys before we pulled the motor back out of it, because here's what we had to do to this. So, my whole intent and purpose was I was going to make this car, I was going to do a 25-4 cage, but I wasn't going to put the funny car halo in it, because for some reason in my head, I thought Rocky Mountain Race Week was 8th Mile. I don't know how in the hell I could think that, since I've already done it once. But upon that discovery, then I said, well, we're going to have to put the funny car halo. So we pulled the firewall out of the car, because the firewall wouldn't meet this. Is not safe.
No.
As much as I like this car, the whole idea behind this car is it to be super light. I'm gonna put a metal firewall, because it's got, as you guys, I don't even know if they got to see the headers, have they?
No.
Well, you can see all that when it comes back together. But the turbo's set right here. One of those turbos explode, catch a piece of trash or blow something, it go right through somebody's feet. So we pulled the firewall out of it, plus it gave us a chance to get to everything to weld it. We're adding another dash bar to it to stiffen it up, running another frame rail inside of this frame rail. And it's pretty cool. This is a new ladder bar that Chassis Engineering has came up with. That actually uses a Heim.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Plus they're a little bit longer, so we can adjust the wheelbase back where we want it to be. What a lot of people don't understand with these cars, to build them and build them right, you put them together 3 or 4 times. So now all the cages, we'll start on the funny car cage. But as you guys can see, I mean, bars have been added to this car. There's been a lot of work. It looks worse because now there's not a motor and transmission setting in it. But at the end of the day, in actuality, it's came a long ways. A long, long ways. Do you look at all the bars inside?
Mm-hmm.
I want to check this out. And like I said, we're adding bars everywhere in this car to make it safe. So this is probably 75% done, minus the funny car cage, but everything fits really. Look where that bar's at.
Oh, yeah.
Remember where it was before? Right here?
Yeah.
Eric did a badass job on this. That's like 4 bends to get this. That bar used to be right here. So to get everything tucked up and tight, well, can you see all the bends in that? Had to bend here, had to come here, had to kick over, had to go down, and then make another kick to join back to that bar.
Oh, so I can kind of see right there through the deal. But, yeah, you can kind of see that. Where it'd have to just slightly bend to go down and then continue on down to there.
So, quarter mile versus 1/8 mile, we went from being, you know, somewhere around that, I was figuring somewhere around 150, 158 miles an hour, 160 miles an hour in the 1/8. Now we're looking at 200 in a quarter. So the game plan changed after that. Because like I tell everybody, and everybody thinks I'm bullshit, but it's truth, nobody loves James like James loves James except Brantley. So I have to have the car safe. And the car has to work. And all of this helps actually helps to stiffen the car and make the car work better. So if you guys see the amount of bars that were in the floor of that Chevelle, go back over there and look at that one more time. Lenko deal's kicking my ass, by the way.
This is the first time you've ever messed with a Lenko?
Back when I was 17, I did.
Oh, so you're having to go
Back
back
when Rick
to the
was-
archives?
Oh, God, yeah. And trying to figure this out. I don't know. I'm going to call Mark here in a little bit and see if I'm missing something on that. But to get all the shifters to align and having to tear the thing completely apart to check the ratios, too. But the ratios, with the 5-speed, I got a wide range of ratios. Like this car it will start to 650, but it's factory frame. But if you look inside, hey, here's a great shot. Looking at the amount of the bars that are inside this car, this is certified at 650. That car's only got certified at 750 because I still have the mild steel frame rails. But all this bracing into this car, all this bracing here, that's what makes the car super stiff and super safe. So, whew. Production.
Insurance claim.
That would have been an insurance claim. You trying to haul ass around there. What else? We got a pile of junk outside the shit we've cut out of this car. And our tubing pile is getting smaller and smaller of what we're putting in it.
That's a good thing.
And, oh, you already know because I had you color and warm them, but the race star wheels are going to look badass on that Chevelle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take the Chevelle wheels and we'll put them on this. So, I think we're short 3 little pieces of pipe about that big, little bitty bends to finish the headers. Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
3
I know.
pieces that big.
I know.
So Thanos Works is sending me some more pipes, some more tubing. He's also, he can put in the 4-inch, send me the mufflers.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So this weekend we have a massive cleanup to do. Red car's going back out to my brother's. Something we're changing on it that I'm not gonna tell nobody about. You guys will just have to wait and see. The videos on these cars are gonna start getting a little shorter and a little closer as we get closer to the finish of the build, because Stacy's been archiving some videos of both these car builds to put on the new channel when we start it, which we're 46 weeks away. So, anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to talk about? You sure? Huh? Okay.
Not that I can think of.
All right then. You'll remember as soon as we end this video. So, we're out.
All right.